Hello, hello. Day 13. So this is Antiqua Lisha of yourownuniversity.org, and this is a bit into my own life lessons, my own university, and what comes up in our everyday life and how we can grow and expand and follow what leads us. And what came up for me this morning in meditation, and it's kind of been a theme this last couple of weeks, is what cancer taught me. And so the first time around with cancer, I felt like this call to action. I wasn't going to work and do anything. I wasn't going to do anything that my heart didn't desire. I was really serious about enjoying life to the fullest. And I think that's very important. And when we think about life and how short it is and how, things could happen tomorrow, we don't have any guarantees. If you feel like you have a destiny, a passion, a purpose, a heart's calling, call it whatever you will, and I believe all of us do, and if you feel that inside of yourself, we tend to wait. We wait on things. We wait till all the pieces come together, and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. And my question for you today is why? And so what came up, I get these things in my mouth. And I'm anyway, it's life. So what came up this morning in meditation was streams. And I think this lesson is really big for our money, how we utilize our time, and how we really stand in our legacy and be the changers and the change makers of this world. So here is my take on it. So what I saw in meditation is we have streams, right? So the little creeks that lead into the bigger streams that lead into the rivers, and the river leads into the ocean. So you can see the beautiful ocean there. Might be a reason why I was contemplating this. So how many of you, and I asked myself the same question, am I a creek waiting for the snow to melt and depending on that snow to melt in order for me to run, for me to really do my job? And there's been times in my life where I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting on something else outside of me to make things happen or validate me for whatever my next move was. And I get this a lot with my clients too. They're waiting and approving to happen. So what if you stopped waiting on the snow to melt, per se, and you decided that you were not the creek or the little stream, and you were a creek? So the creek waits on the streams. So the streams are coming into, and there's a whole bunch of little streams. And we think about money streams, right? And time. But there's a whole bunch of them, and they come into one little riverbed, right? And we're waiting on all of those things to come together. And they're tiny things, so it takes a lot of them to create a big impact, to create anything. So you have the creeks, you have the streams, and then the streams, which are a little bigger, right? Don't need as many of them. That they run through it. There's some pretty rushing beds, and the water can move, and they're going into the rivers. And so to create the river, there's more water in the river. It runs a little bit faster. There's more space. And then there's different sizes. Right? But you don't need as many creeks as you do, or as many streams, as you do creeks, right, to make that river. So the streams are coming down, you have the river. And then when you think about how many rivers actually run into the ocean, there's not a bazillion, right? It's just like, there it is. This is the vision that I had this morning. This is my understanding of waiting on something else, becoming that movement for yourself, and then choosing your destiny, your legacy. So like when we think about oceans in the world, we can think of major people that are playing a big game. Oprah, right? The Pope. Mother Teresa was one. In some of our lives, Wayne Dyer. Some of our lives, Tony Robbins. And then these people inspire others. And then we have the players that are playing big games there, that are more like the rivers running into the ocean. So I hope this is all kind of making sense. It's an interesting metaphor that I'm just talking through. But you need to decide whether you want to be an ocean, a river, a stream, or a creek. And what I mean by that is you get to decide how much you want to impact the world, and then from that, narrow and narrow and narrow your time. So thinking about time, a creek is just kind of like, well, whatever comes to me, I'm going to be really excited about. And a stream is like, I have these designated creeks that are coming to me, and there's a whole bunch of them, and they're tiny, and they give me a little bit, but not too much. A river has bigger streams coming into it, and it's moving a little bit faster, and it's going for it. But it's very dedicated, knows where it's pulling its information from. And then it's flowing into one ocean, one objective, one, even a big old lake, right? It's flowing into one place that it pools its energy and really gives its time and its effort to. So when you think about what you're investing in for yourself, what you're investing in for your time, what you're investing in for your money, are you investing in a whole bunch of things, or are you investing in yourself? Are you spending time taking care of your 6 personal power zones that you know is going to feed and nourish you and get you to be the destiny that you're required to be? Or are you spending your time thinking about the little things and focusing on this and that and kind of all over the place and more scattered? And those are things that you can answer for yourself. And if you don't know about your 6 personal power zones and where you can really hone in this power and feed into the ocean that is you, and cut back on those little streams and really focus on what rivers you want to accept and love into your life, and where it's best to feed and nourish yourself and to grow your legacy in the world, then jump on over to antiqualisha.com and find out about your 6 personal power zones. If you know that you're off in one zone, we have some programs over there to support you that are extremely affordable. And if you just want a complete overhaul and you know that you're ready to take your power back, set up a time and we'll get you in the Amazing You program. So I just want to say, this is your destiny. This is your time to live your divine life. And you are here to be like the ocean, to nourish, to love, to be beautiful for so many people. Wonderful, wonderful people and wonderful things. And I believe that from my heart of hearts. You're unique and you're alive for a reason. So quit wasting your time waiting for the snow to melt and being a little creek, and jump into that river at the very least. and choose how you spend your time, your money, and investing in you. So find out more about me, about this beautiful life journey, and jump into your own university at yourownuniversity.org, my private coaching at antiqualisha.com, ANTIQUALISHA. Talk to you soon. Bye.